I got that California.
What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotic, bringing you our Week 8 battle for the ICBA. Today we're facing off against Omega Jolteon, coach of his Chicago Carracostas. We're on a pretty big win streak right now. I believe it's 3 games, if I'm not mistaken, and we're looking to make it a 4th right here against Omega. And honestly, he's got a really nice team. We can kind of take advantage of it with our Musharna here being a baton pass set. But if you guys missed the team builder that went up yesterday, make sure to go down in the description and check it out. There's a link to it there. You should definitely go and see it so you can see what exactly we're bringing. But I'll give you a quick little rundown, but it's very not that in depth. So we have a defensive Mew here, a Choice Scarf Curum, a baton passing Musharna, an Assault Vest Conkeldurr, a Black Sludge Sword Stance offensive Scolipede, and then a Nasty Plot 3 attacks Darkrai. Now let's just kind of get into this game because it is a good one here, and I believe I'm going to lead off with my Mew here. Mew is a really nice lead against his team. It actually can let me get up rocks against him, which is awesome. Rocks on his team are just really good in general, and if he leads with something like his Garchomp or his Metagross, I can fire off a Will-O-Wisp on like turn 1 and burn that thing and just cripple it because he doesn't have a Cleric on his team. So he leads off with a Bravely here, which is his Mega Metagross, and that's just perfect because I can fire off a Will-O-Wisp right away. We're not going to outspeed this thing, which kind of sucks, but it's perfectly fine because we can actually just make sure that we will Will-O-Wisp him, and then if he switches out, which he doesn't, we'll be able to just kind of stall this thing out and do whatever we want to it. So I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp here, and I'm kind of expecting the Toxic coming out from him, but he's going to go for the Substitute. I'm like, okay, well shit. I'm now going to go for a Seismic Toss, and thankfully I do have the Seismic Toss because he has the Toxic. So he's a sub-Toxic Mega Metagross. Very interesting, but lets me know 2 things. The main thing is that he likely doesn't have either Bullet Punch or Meteor Mash. So his ability to do like consistent damage to me is going to be limited. He's definitely going to have like Zen Headbutt. It's really against my team, so I'm expecting that to be here. But basically, he's not going to have that much room for coverage, which is nice. We do get hurt by Toxic, and that is unfortunate, but he actually can't manage to stall us out now because he doesn't have recovery. So I'm going to get my Stealth Rocks here as he brings out Holly White, his Togekiss. Now, this Togekiss is kind of annoying because I don't really have any switches into it, and you're going to see I'm going to switch out here into my Conkeldurr after I get my Rocks because, well, it's the least useful member to my team right now, but I'm switching it on something that has a dual stab that are both super effective against it, which is that's something. But he is going to go for the Defog here. It's his only play. He has to get rid of these rocks because his Arcanine is a big threat to me. So he is going to Defog away, and that's kind of perfectly understandable. I get that, and I'm going to fire off the Ice Beam, the Ice Punch here. I want to go for the Earthquake, but I just couldn't because if he got off the what is it called? If he got off his Air Slash on me, yeah, it would have been a disaster. But I go for the Ice Punch here, and the Arcanine comes in. It is Intimidate, and we do find out here that it also is Rocky Helmet. Now, it's interesting information, and I can go for the Earthquake here and do a decent amount of damage to him, but he gives me the Guts right here. He gives me Toxic, he gives me Guts, and we're going to do so much more damage to him. You're going to see a -1 Earthquake from a max attack, Guts boosted Conkeldurr to a, I assume, fully defensive Arcanine. Look how much damage this does. He was at like 95%, and he is brought down all the way to like 35%. That's insane. That's awesome. And we are going to take some Toxic damage here, but I'm just going to go for an Earthquake. Again, it is my best play. If he switches out into Togekiss, that's perfectly fine. But he goes for the Morning Sun here, and I'm thinking, you know what, that's cool by me. You're going to be really chipped down. It's going to do even more than half to you. It's going to make sure that we can really chip you down. That shows he's at like 90%. We're going to go for another Earthquake here, and at this point here, look how much damage this does. Wow. So this one, it should be able to KO him the next time, and because of that, I think right here, do I go with the Earthquake here, or do I predict him with the Ice Punch? He goes to the Morning Sun here, and I think I actually predict him go for the Ice Punch here, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, let's make sure that I'm right, because that would be kind of disappointing if I did. Yeah, this is the turn I did that, and that kind of sucks because this Arcanine would have been done for, but I mean, it kind of makes sense that he was doing that because at this point here, regardless of the Rocky Helmet damage, I would have been in range of a Flare Blitz. So I'm going to switch out, and I believe I go into my Curum, because Curum can actually take the Flare Blitz pretty well. If he's not offensive, he'll do less than half to us, and we can just fire off a Draco Meteor, which hits everything on his team for great damage, except for the Togekiss, of course. So Flare Blitz comes out, and this isn't going to do too much to us. It does, what, like about half-ish, which is fine. A +2, we can still take a +2 defense from our Musharna. We can still take a Mach Punch from a Life Orb Adamant Breloom. I'm just going to fire off a Draco here, and while the game was going on, I was like hoping and praying that he wouldn't switch out, and thankfully he did stay in. That's just perfect because we now have a pretty easy time dealing with a couple other threats, and it's 1 Toxic user down. He actually brought 2 at least this game, and that kind of shows me how much he fears our bulk. But anyways, I'm going to switch out now because he did reveal his Mega Metagross, and I go into Scrappy here, And I believe he goes for the substitute, and that's a good play because my Dracomir did not actually break his sub, at the -2 at least. So I'm now going to go for the Mach Punch because I have the guts, and thankfully I do have the guts. We do guarantee break his sub, and that's just perfect. So goodbye substitute, and he's going to be able to go for one of his offensive moves to take us out, and he goes for the Meteor Mash, which shows me he probably doesn't have the Bullet Punch, and he is going to get the attack raise here, and that's okay because I can now go into my Darkrai, and Darkrai obviously outspeeds this thing because I don't think he has the Bullet Punch because he needs to have the Zen Headbutt. I can just go for the Dark Pulse kind of without fear, and Darkrai goes to the Dark Pulse, and this thing is dropping 100%, and down goes the Mega Megros, and Darkrai claims yet another kill on the season. It's like, I think, 4th in the MVP race right now. I believe it's got like 12 kills at this point, or 11 kills, something like that. So it's really good. But in comes the Breloom here, and I'm like, this is the perfect moment. I'm going to go hard into my Musharna. So I go into my Musharna here, and you're going to see the Mach Punch comes out. And yeah, look, that does nothing. I'll take it. And there's some HP lost. I'm now going to go for the barrier here, just in case he wants to go for the Bullet Seed. That way we live the second one. I can Morning Sun up, or Moonlight up. But he goes hard into his Garchomp. I'm like, okay, the threat is in. I have to go for the Baton Pass right now. Because if he Swords Dance or if he subs, then I have to go do the appropriate thing. And thankfully he does Swords Dance, because now I have a free Baton Pass into my, what is it called? My Kyurem. And the reason I didn't go into my Darkrai here was because Darkrai's Ice Beam wouldn't have KO'd if he was Yachi Berry. That's something important to note. Because this is Stab, because we do have obviously 4 times effective move on him, it will guarantee KO even if he's Yachi. So I'm going to go for the Ice Beam here, and he's actually going to go hard into Ominous Crow, which is his Quillfish, and Quillfish is going to take a decent chunk of damage from this Ice Beam. Now I'm thinking, I wish I had gone into my Darkrai, because if I had done that, then, I mean, we would have done good damage. We could have pretty much sweeped him right there, but yeah, so I'm going to go for the Ice Beam again on this Quillfish. I don't know what he wants to do here, and you're going to actually see he reveals the Toxic again on a 3rd Mon. He has 3 Toxic users against us. I don't understand it. My bulk isn't that good. I mean, his Grass type is an Abomasnow, and he couldn't really bring that against me, so I can't understand why he has so much Toxic to deal with potential Gastrodon. But still, I'm going to go for the Ice Beam again, and Ice Beam will take out the Quillfish, and what is it? That's Kyurem's 2nd kill of the game, so Kyurem is doing a lot of work for us. I've been absolutely loving using Kyurem as like a defensive Pokemon and as an offensive one as well. It's been really awesome. But in comes his Breloom here, and I can't actually live the Mach Punch now because of the toxic damage, so I'm going to switch out and I go hard into my Scolpy here. He has to go for the Mach Punch, he just absolutely has to, or else he pretty much loses right away. So thankfully he does go for the Mach Punch, because if he had gone for the Rock Tomb, then we would have lost, well, lost our Scolpy at least. But because I do outspeed him and I can go for the Poison Jab right away, I'm just going to do that. I'm going to fire for Poison Jab here, and he's going to go hard into Holly White, his Togekiss. And this Togekiss does not want to take a Poison Jab, does not want to take 2 Poison Jabs, I should say at least. It is Caviar Berry, which is unfortunate, but it's perfectly fine because we will outspeed him, and we do actually get the Poison here, which does not matter at all. He's definitely in range for a second Poison Jab for sure at neutral, so I'm just going to fire off another Poison Jab. I really have no reason not to, and yeah, I mean, like, I really just, I feel confident about this match right now because Scolpede just needs to survive hits, and because we're pretty much at full now because of the Black Sludge, we'll be able to do that. But in comes the Garchomp, and this thing is a threat. If we get the poison on this thing, then it's pretty much game over, and you're going to see here, we do get the poison. So that is unfortunate for my opponents, but I do think we still had a good shot at winning this game even without it. So I'm going to go for the Earthquake here. We will be pretty much guaranteed to live any hit he wants to go for, at neutral especially, unless it's like a Z move. So we're now at +2, I believe, and I'm going to fire off an Earthquake, and Earthquake should be able to do the damn thing for us and pick up a KO in 2 turns. So Earthquake comes out, and that damage shows me it's pretty much, like, I probably would need to hit a Mega Horn, actually, if I want to KO this thing, or to KO this thing. So that's okay. He goes to the Earthquake, we do live that hit, and he reveals to be Life Orb. And because he's Life Orb, that makes me think, okay, yeah, I'm good to go. There was no reason that, I don't think that poison was necessary at all. So I'm going to go for the Earthquake one more time. We don't make contact with him, so we don't take any rough skin damage, and we'll be able to make sure that we live the hit, because at this point, the Breloom, he's going to have to send that in, and he's going to have to hope he crits us with the Mach Punch, because a non-crit won't KO us from the range we're going to be at with the health gain back from our Black Sludge. So we're at 30 HP now, and this is, I believe the max roll for an Adamant Breloom is like 23 or 25, something like that with the Mach Punch. So that's 4 times resisted, and I mean, I will take that. Scolpede will go ahead, and he goes for the Mach Punch, he doesn't get the crits, and we're going to be able to pick up a kill here 100%. So Scolpede now has 2 kills. What is that? That's Darkrai with 1, that's Kyurem with 2, Scolpede with 2 now, and then he has, all he has left is his Togekiss, which isn't going to outspeed us, and it's not going to survive. So Scolpede's looking like he's going to pick up a nice 3-0 sweep and a nice 5-0 win for us. So we are going to be able to win this game here, and it is just awesome. I'm so happy we were able to play this well and just really execute our win con. Yeah, Musharna really only passed once and only passed one stat, but I think I will take it. I'm really happy with how it went. So yeah, GG to Omega. It was a really fun game. Make sure you go and check out his side of the battle, which will be up on his channel, linked in the description, just like the rest of the coaches in the ICBA. And yeah, guys, I've been having a lot of fun with this team lately, and it's pretty much all because of the transactions we made and the moves we've done. So again, shout out to Aaron. And yeah, I mean, if you guys have any questions about how the game went, how like you thought my preps, or any comments about my play, just make sure to like post them in the comment section below. Anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Our next matchup is against Paper and the Silesian Septiles. There's only 2 weeks left in the regular season, and I believe if we win one of them, we should be locked into playoffs. So yeah, I mean, I'm hoping we can get into playoffs again. I'm hoping we don't get bumped out of the first round again. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys again for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time.